Another aspect we have to consider in terms of functional training is, does it reinforce bad movement patterns or does it help correct them? Most of us live in a shoulder-rounded forward world, whether we're driving, working on a computer, texting, older people having to push a walker. It rounds the shoulders forward and it compresses the space through which a lot of nerves run, leading to a lot of chest and shoulder pain. Doing heavy bench presses is almost like pouring concrete on that soft tissue, which is starting to be deformed into that position. So we therefore teach what we call scapular retraction, or drawing the shoulder blades down and in. So we're just going to look at the anatomy on Paul. His trapezius runs from here, the upper traps, down through here. This portion of the trap does not connect to the shoulder. So we're more interested in here. And my cue to Paul will be, think of dropping your shoulder blades down and into your back pocket. And if Paul turns around now and faces you, you can see how the chest opens up and expands because he's retracting. So we'll do this in any number of ways. So the first thing we teach for scapular retraction are called wall slides. These are easy to do in your office or at home. Paul's going to press his buttocks. He's got his knees soft. The back of his palms and his arms are against the wall, and he's going to slide up as high as he can without the hands coming up off the wall. If he has problems more on one side than the other, he's always going to work to a pain-free range. The next way we'll do this is we'll add a little resistance with a band. Paul will hold his shoulder width apart, and he's simply going to pull apart. See how the chest expands? I have my finger between his shoulder blades, and my cue to him will be pinch my fingers. Good. We'll also use the TRX, which is a form of suspension training, doing an exercise as a W. Paul would do it unloaded. He would simply bring both arms here and now bring them together. And if he turns and faces the camera, you can see the movement through his shoulder blades. We're going to add some extra load in the form of his body weight. His arms are going to be extended out. He's not going to row, circle out. Yep, he pulls back and back. This is all preparing the shoulder blades to pull back, to alleviate the impingement that can often occur with bench pressing. So we address the question of the non-functional nature of lying on your back pressing weight by turning to the cable system. We're very fortunate in that we have a Keiser piece here. We can talk more about air pressure in another video, but basically Paul is going to do a standing press. He's in a stagger stance. His arms are going to be alongside his rib cage, and he's simply going to press out and hold. Now he's doing a pushing exercise away from his body, drawing force from the ground, which also mimics the way he's more likely to push in real life. And then just as we did with the dumbbells, Paul can hold them both out and do one at a time, increasing demand through the core. This makes this exercise truly functional.